Today we've returned to Deathball because a mini update has just gone live. Well, not exactly right now, but actually at 5 o'clock in the morning for me. So I'm about a couple of hours late, but we're going to be going over every single one of the brand new auras. If you aren't aware, there was a couple of changes that were made today during the game update. Not really much that we can actually go over because it's more of just preparation for whatever is coming potentially next week. So we've sort of gotten teasers on it over in the Discord server, but to be honest, we've gotten a lot of different teasers already. We've sort of seen finishers being teased and we still haven't gotten those. And then most recently, we got ourselves a teaser of the upcoming boss, which honestly I think is really cool because I've been watching a lot of solo leveling and it looks like we're going to be getting that dungeon boss that gives Gino his abilities inside of... I'm sorry, it's just that I've been watching a lot of solo leveling and I'm having a bit of a nerd moment. But anyways, let's focus on the matter at hand here, which is the brand new auras. Over here in the side, you're going to go ahead and find yourself a brand new kind of NPC. It says apply auras here. But aside from the fact that this is where you go to apply the auras, it is also where you're going to go to enter the AFK world. Once you're inside of here, it's pretty straightforward. You're kind of just AFK. No need to set up any macro or auto clicker or anything like that. It will automatically rejoin you. And then at the very top, you'll notice this bar that's kind of loading up. Once it reaches the end, it'll go ahead and kind of roll the dice. You'll either get yourself an aura or you'll end up getting yourself some gems. And this is basically the method on how you get auras. There's nothing really too crazy. As always, if you guys have some Robux that you're willing to spend, there is a faster reward game pass now, 199 Robux. And then right next to that button, you'll also find your fruits. Now, I've gone ahead and kind of tested this. Personally, when I have double gems activated, I feel like I'm getting obviously double the gems. So make sure that you guys are activating this. And then I also went ahead and activated a triple luck just because I wanted to try it out, but I'm not 100% sure if that helps. And actually, I just noticed right now that up here, it shows it. So it does indeed help if you activate some of those triple lucks that maybe you got during the Christmas event. Now, if you notice on the right hand side, it's going to go ahead and keep track of every single aura that you've discovered. In my case, I've gone ahead and discovered one wind right now, but I already have every single one of the auras. So let's claim and leave, and I'm going to show you guys every single one of them. So currently, the only swords that I actually have to put auras on is my Spirit Scythe as well as my Cursed Spirit Blade. But my Spirit Scythe, I decided to go ahead and put Timekeeper aura on it, which is the best one. It's a 1 in 1 million drop chance. And the reason for this is because in order to go ahead and put an aura onto your weapon, you need to make sure that it is a grade A or higher. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to put it into my dual wield Divine Shadow, but it is what it is. I'm not too mad about it. Let's go ahead and get started with this. It says apply auras. And if you notice, I have every single one of them, at least one of every single one. So starting off with wind, let's take a look at this. Don't want to spend too much time on these since I know that a lot of you are probably going to be getting these. Since the drop chance is fairly easy to get, so let's just kind of jump right into this. So I'm gonna be honest, the aura, I can't even see it. It's kind of like this. Maybe it's just the map that I have in the background. I'm gonna rejoin so that we can have a brighter map in the back. There we go. That's perfect. All right, so if you notice, there's kind of like this aura that's around me, sort of just very, very subtle. You can't really see it that much. Definitely one of the more lamer ones. So let's move on to the next one. Next on the list is going to be Ember. So let's go ahead and apply that to our sword. And what does this look like? All right, so we have like a little bit of fire trails kind of coming off us. Again, these are the very, very easy ones to get. So it's sort of expected that these would be kind of underwhelming. Next one on the list is going to be Calm. So let's go ahead and apply this. There we go. Man, these are just so subtle that you can barely even see it. But if you kind of notice, there's smoke coming off of my body. Very, very little. But yeah, this is the Calm aura. Next one we're taking a look at is the Shine aura. A little more noticeable, but again, still very, very subtle. I wonder at what point they actually start to become like extremely loud. I'm sure that at some point they will. But yeah, man, we're kind of glowing here. If you turn it around in different angles, you can really see it. But let's move on to Flowers. This is a 1 in 75 chance. We're starting to get into a little bit more rare territory. And I'm sure you guessed it, there's flowers kind of all around me. At some point here, I feel like these have to start start getting pretty crazy, right? Next one is going to be Spirit, 1 in 100 chance to get your hands on this. And this one is actually probably the coolest one in the case of the sword that I'm using, just because it matches literally to the T. Man, this would be a perfect one to leave on this sword. I'm definitely going to have to get myself another one of these Spirit ones. But let's move on to the next one, which is Poison. This is a 1 in 200 chance, and I believe this is when it starts to get really cool. Yeah, look at that, dude. What? That looks so sick. I'm actually really glad that I have 2 more of these. So yeah, man, definitely this is one of the cooler ones that we've looked at so far, and one of the louder ones. So I guess it starts at Poison. Moving forward is when they start getting really, really crazy. So let's move on now to the 1 in 300 chance being Blood. I feel like this is going to be my favorite one, but let's see what it looks like. Yup, this is definitely my favorite one. As someone that their favorite color is red, this is so sick. What, bro? I need to get another one of these. That is actually insane. Now, next one on the list is going to be Inferno. 1 in 500 chance, and another one that I think I may really, really like. Let's go ahead and apply Inferno. What is this looking like? Yup, this is sick. Nah, bro, what? I don't know, man. Right now, this one has got literally a 10 out of 10 for me. But let's see, man. We still got plenty more to go over. We have up next Electrical, which is a 1 in 750 chance. Not gonna lie, man, I kind of don't want to get rid of this Inferno, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and apply this. What is it looking like? How do you go from Inferno to this? No. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It actually looks really cool. I'm not even going to judge it because it is very, very noticeable. And this mixed with the right sword, I feel like it would look really, really nice. Inferno just looked really sick, but it didn't exactly match with my sword. Next one is going to be Rose. 1 in 1,000 chance. Hopefully this one is a lot better than Flowers. So let's see if it's more noticeable. Oh, okay. So this is the first one that physically has things all around you. You're surrounded by 3 roses, or I guess this one has 2 on the stem, so I guess 4 roses. And then you have this like purple pinkish aura at the very bottom that's kind of coming around you. Very, very cool looking. Next one is going to be Shadow. 1 in 5,000. I'm very, very scared that I'm going to really like this Shadow because the name is in red, which leads me to believe that it's going to have red in it. Please do not. Oh my God, what? Nah, this looks so hard. Bro, this one is crazy. Look at the orb going around you. Now, while I do think it is extremely cool looking, I do see this being a problem when I'm in game. That thing going around me is definitely going to distract me. So let's move on. Next one on the list is going to be Lunar, a 1 in 20,000 chance. So we're starting to get into the crazy ones. These are probably the ones that a lot of you have not seen so far. So let's go ahead. Lunar, you are going to have a literal moon surrounding you. You now have a moon of your own in orbit around yourself. It's actually kind of crazy, but again, something that I feel is going to be really, really distracting. I feel like when it comes to these kind of auras, you don't really want to have one on that's going to give you any type of blind spot, and I feel like that's exactly what this is doing. But anyways, let's see what is up next. We've got ourselves Hollow Tide. 1 in 30,000 chance. Okay, this one's pretty cool. So you do have a pumpkin that's kind of around you, but it's a very, very small one. So it makes it definitely a lot better. And the aura that's coming off of you is actually insane. Arguably better than the Infernal one. Up next, we got Constellation. 1 in 50,000. Oh, what? This is wild. Wait, what? So it looks like you kind of have a constellation around you that's giving you some like constellation wings. I don't know. The placement is a little bit weird because I feel like the dot that's in front of my face should be behind, so that way it looks like wings, but instead it's right on my mouth, which just makes this really, really weird. Either way, it's super cool and definitely one that I wouldn't be mad at. Next on the list, we got Eclipse. 1 in 75,000 chance. This one is very similar to the moon one, except that you have a planet that kind of looks like Saturn, but also not really like Saturn. And it also has these like constellation wings as well. Definitely a really cool one. A lot of these higher drop chance ones are extremely cool looking. Either way, next one on the list, we are now getting into the 6 digits, and that is Angel, a 1 in 100,000 chance. I'm gonna call it now. There's got to be wings in this. If not, this is not gonna make any sense. Oh my, wait a minute. This one's, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this one my favorite? Bro, I think Angel is actually my favorite. This one is so sick. Not gonna lie, man. I really don't want to change this one just because I like it so much. But unfortunately, we've got to move on. So let's go ahead and check out Void up next. It is a 1 in 200,000 chance. For this one, pretty cool looking. You got these 3 orbs that are kind of going around you in circles. Nothing really too crazy. Probably one of my least favorite ones out of these 6-digit drop chance ones. So let's go ahead and move on because I'm excited for this next one. Dark Angel. If it's anything like Angel except a darker version, this one might win me over right now. And I may possibly have to, yeah, I may have to leave this on here. No way, bro. What? That is so sick. The ones with wings are just so wild. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think we're keeping this one on here. But I also don't want to put any of these two on a godly sword. Like, I feel like that's just such a waste. I feel like if there is any godly sword that I would put it on, it would be the snowflake sword, just because it is worth a mil. You know what? It is what it is. We'll just go ahead and get these again. So next one on the list is going to be Portal. This is a 1 in 500,000 chance. Pretty insane odds, but let's see what this one looks like. So it is okay. It's whoa, this one's kind of crazy. There's a lot going on here. Looks pretty cool from the front, not really all that cool from the back or the side, but I mean, it's a decent looking one, that's for sure. But that now leaves us with the second to the final one, because obviously I have the final one on the weapon that I'm going to be using every single day. But for right now, let's check out Dreamwalker, which is a 1 in 750,000 chance. Insane odds here, but this is what it's going to be looking like. You know, I wish I would have kept the Dark Angel. I wish I would have kept the Dark Angel. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's cool. It's a bit overwhelming, but it's cool. It's not really that crazy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this one, because I feel like all of the other ones were super cool looking, and then this one, as being the second to the best one, is a tad bit underwhelming. But shout out to the person that designed this, because it's actually pretty cool. Like, from the top, it's insane. But anyways, that has now brought us to this very moment, which is taking a look at the Timekeeper, which is a 1 in 1 million chance. I went ahead and put this on my spirit sight that I have, which is grade S, and it also has electric 3, which I know some of you are going to be asking me why I don't have it dual wield. The reason for this is because it is a S grade, so in order to be able to show the idle, I need to not have it dual wield, because unfortunately, once you get a dual wield, you will not have the S grade idle anymore. But anyways, totally off topic, but this is the final aura, the 1 in 1 million chance. I'm sure you guys saw a quick little preview of it in the thumbnail of the video, but it looks kind of insane. Yes, it's a bit distracting, but it doesn't work as a blind spot because of the fact that the clocks are angled in a specific way, and on top of that, they're very much see-through. So yeah, man, this is every single one of the brand new auras. So yeah, man, this is every single one of the brand new auras that were introduced. Hopefully this helps you out so you can chase after the one that you want to get your hands on. Again, we should be getting a big update hopefully next week, or if not, very, very soon, considering we are getting this update on a normal casual Wednesday morning, which is kind of weird. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more Death Ball in the future, as well as pet catchers. That's gonna do it for this one. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.